Charming. Pet guru. My cat third eyelid showing no other symptoms, in 2024. When I notice my cat's third eyelid showing, it's not always a minor thing, it could be a sign of a serious health issue. It might be infections or diseases affecting the eyes directly or problems impacting the entire body. This third eyelid, also known as the nictitating membrane, can appear in one or both eyes, depending on the situation. Sometimes, there are additional signs or symptoms that can help me understand the reason behind it. Even if there aren't any other symptoms, I know it's crucial to bring my cat to the vet if I'm unsure. This article dives into why my cat's third eyelid might be showing and how important it is to address the issue, especially if there are other signs of illness. What's going on with my cat's third eyelid? Okay, so the third eyelid, also known as the nictitating membrane, is this special thing around the cornea, conjunctiva, and mucous membrane in cats. It's like their secret, see-through extra eyelid. Sometimes, I might not even notice it, but when my cat is half asleep, there's this gooey stuff between the eye and the outer eyelids. It's completely normal for the third eyelid to pop out a bit when my cat is just waking up and starting to open those eyes. However, once they're fully awake and alert, it shouldn't be visible. Even though I'm not entirely sure why cats have this third eyelid, I do know it plays some important roles, like the following. Number 1, protection. So, my cat's third eyelid plays a protective role, keeping those precious eyes safe from foreign objects and injuries during play or fights. It's kind of like a built-in defense mechanism, totally natural. Plus, it releases a liquid that fights germs to prevent infections. But here's the thing, it shouldn't be visible all the time. If you're interested in maintaining your cat's eye health, read more about common eye problems like corneal ulcers here. Number 2, moisturizing. In other animals, they refer to it as a aha, serving to keep the eyeball moist while open. Although my cat lacks a complete third eyelid for this purpose, its transparency still allows them to maintain vigilance. Evolutionary forces may have directed certain species, cats included, away from relying on this feature for moisture. If I notice my cat's third eyelid becoming visible either in one eye or both, it could indicate discomfort or an underlying problem. Various studies suggest it might be associated with parasites, digestive issues, or eye problems. Prolapse could also be a contributing factor. To fully understand the situation, I'll delve into the potential causes behind the appearance of this tissue in my cat's eye. Why your cat's third eyelid shows and what to do. If I happen to notice my cat's third eyelid making an appearance in one or both eyes, it's more than just a casual occurrence, it's a signal pointing to an underlying issue. Here's a closer look at why my cat's third eyelid might be showing and what it could mean. Number 1, conjunctivitis. This eye infection doesn't just bring the third eyelid into view, it also brings along symptoms like swelling, tearing, and watery eyes. If I observe these signs, it's likely conjunctivitis at play. Number 2, dehydration. When my cat is seriously lacking water, the third eyelid showing up indicates a major health problem. Seeking prompt veterinary care is crucial to replenish fluids and address the root cause of dehydration. Number 3, wounds. A blow to the face or trauma might affect both eyes, and immediate vet attention is essential to treat any potential infection and repair damage. Number 4, foreign body. Anything, from plant bits to dust, that finds its way into my cat's eyes can trigger the appearance of the third eyelid. It's the body's way of preventing further damage. Number 5, cancer. While rare, cancer cells can impact this tiny organ in cats. Unfortunately, if it occurs, it can progress rapidly and become a serious threat to my cat's well-being. Number 6, Haas syndrome. This condition is associated with an intestinal problem, such as intense diarrhea or the presence of parasites. In cats, it can lead to a protrusion of the third eyelid due to prolapse, typically observed in cats under 2 years old. Number 7, parasites. An infestation can cause Haas syndrome, with different types of catworms lodging in the eye. If not promptly treated, it could even lead to blindness. Number 8, genetics. Certain cat breeds, like the Burmese cat, might be predisposed to the uncomfortable rupture or protrusion of this membrane inside the eye. Understanding the breed's tendencies can provide valuable insights. Number 9, dermoid cyst. This cyst, present from birth, has the potential to enlarge gradually over time, resulting in the protrusion of the third eyelid. While occurrences are uncommon, effective treatments are accessible, typically becoming noticeable when additional symptoms arise. Understanding how long the third eyelid remains visible is crucial, as it can provide clues to the underlying cause. Even with treatment initiation, the persistence of the third eyelid suggests that my cat's body needs time to recover. Furthermore, if my cat's eyes become watery and they frequently paw at their face, it's likely due to the discomfort caused by the displaced membrane. Therefore, if I notice my cat excessively scratching or rubbing their face, it's important to check for the presence of the third eyelid and consider seeking veterinary guidance promptly. My cat's third eyelid appearance without additional signs. When I notice my cat's third eyelid showing, it's usually joined by other signals that something might be up, like visible wounds or itching tied to parasites. However, there are times when my cat's third eyelid makes an appearance all on its own, without any other noticeable signs. While this doesn't always mean an urgent health issue, it does open the door to a few possible reasons for the third eyelid to show without additional signs. Mild irritation. A bit of eye irritation from minor allergies, dust, or exposure to irritants in the environment can briefly reveal the third eyelid. Often, it sorts itself out as the irritant clears from the eye. Physical exertion. When my cat is engaged in intense play or exercise, they might showcase their third eyelid. It's usually a short-lived response and not worrisome if it happens during lively activities. Sudden bright light. A cat's pupils adjust to different light levels. Exposure to very bright light can trigger the third eyelid's appearance suddenly. This is a normal reaction and should settle as my cat adapts to the lighting. Sleep or relaxation. During deep relaxation or the transition from sleep to wakefulness, cats may briefly display their third eyelid. As my cat becomes more alert, it should retract. Constitutional anatomy. Some cats naturally have a more visible nictitating membrane due to their unique anatomy. Generally, this isn't a cause for concern as long as my cat's eyes are otherwise healthy. Temporary discomfort. My cat might be experiencing mild discomfort not yet noticeable in other symptoms. This could involve minor eye irritation, the early stages of an eye condition, or the beginnings of a systemic issue. While just seeing the third eyelid alone might not mean an immediate cause for worry, it's essential to keep an eye on my cat for any shifts in behavior, appetite, or extra symptoms. If the third eyelid stays visible or if I spot other concerning signs, reaching out to a veterinarian is a wise next step. Treatment for a third eyelid showing in cats. When my cat's third eyelid is taking up more space in their eye than it should, there are various treatments available depending on the root cause of the issue. Number 1, dehydration. If a lack of water is making my cat's third eyelid show, offering plenty of wet food and water can help stop the process. If my cat has been without water for an extended period, a vet visit might be necessary for additional assistance like fluid therapy. Number 2, disease. Common diseases in cats can lead to the appearance of the third eyelid. Treatment varies based on the underlying cause. Bacterial infections, like those causing conjunctivitis, may need antibiotic eye drops. Systemic illnesses might require more intensive treatments, such as surgery or chemotherapy for cancer. Once the underlying issue is addressed, the nictitating membrane should retract. Number 3, foreign body. Since the third eyelid aids in lubricating the eye, a foreign object may naturally dislodge itself. If not, the eye may need flushing. If removal is tricky, seeking the help of a vet is a good idea. Number 4, Haas syndrome. The third eyelid should disappear on its own as the intestinal and digestive issues causing its appearance resolve. Gradually, the nictitating membrane should vanish as my cat returns to health. Number 5, genetic condition. If a genetic factor is behind my cat's third eyelid showing, the vet will conduct diagnostic tests to assess whether it affects their vision and causes discomfort. Surgery may be considered not to remove the third eyelid but to position the nictitating membrane correctly. If I'm unsure why my cat's third eyelid is showing, a visit to the vet is essential. They can identify the underlying cause and recommend the appropriate treatment. For more insights into potential eye health problems, I can explore articles like the one on corneal ulcers in cat eyes. Conclusion. In conclusion, if your cat's third eyelid is showing without other symptoms, it may be due to various factors like mild irritation, physical exertion, or even genetic predisposition. While this alone may not signal an immediate health emergency, it's crucial to observe your cat for any changes in behavior, appetite, or prolonged third eyelid visibility. If you remain uncertain about the cause or if the third eyelid persists, consulting with a veterinarian is advisable. They can conduct a thorough assessment, identify the underlying issue, and recommend appropriate treatment if needed. Regular veterinary checkups and attentive care will contribute to your cat's overall well-being and eye health.